All the Aragon collectors and all the watch enthusiasts out there, welcome to our Aragon watch presentation. My name is Wing, and I'm very excited to show you today one of our latest Caprice collection. Okay, this is called the Aragon Caprice 8040N Chronograph. And we're gonna have two sizes and four color variations. And let's dive in and talk about this watch right now. Now you're looking at the Aragon Caprice 8040N, and we haven't had a new 8040N in a while. So this Caprice 8040N has two sizes, the 48 and the 44. Now, you might have seen another version with a leather strap with automatic NH35. But this is the Swiss-made 8040N version, okay? So you can see how it goes. And what I love about this is it has a chronograph. So what you see here is the fast runner, 1/10 of a second, the countdown 30 minutes, and the regular second hand right here, stop and reset, right? The big date with 2 discs, I love that feature, and the retrograde date. Everything in this watch, this design, is very well balanced. So let's take a look from the chapter ring first, okay? You see how the fixed bezel, and you see how deep dish the dial is, and you can see the chapter ring with a cutout for each one of the hour indicator. It makes it look really beautiful and sophisticated. And then you can also see the tachymeter. Okay, let me point that out to you very quickly. You see how the chapter ring, where the tachymeter is flat surface and slope down. So it gives that extra detail. There's a lot of watches out there that don't offer that feature. So in case you're wondering what is a tachymeter, is to measure the speed of an object. It's really cool feature. So if you're looking at this, so for example, let's say you are measuring an airplane, right? So you start pressing this button. By the time it crosses to you and reaches to this point, so basically it's traveling 1,000 meters per hour. So it's very simple. It's really cool as well. So what I just did, just in case someone has never owned a chronograph complication. So what I just basically did is start, stop, reset, or you can start, right? And pause. You're continuously measuring time, but you want to measure the first object first. So you stop right here, right? So, and then you press this again to release the pause. So the object is now, this object B is now here. So what you do is stop and reset. All right, so if it is a very simple, I choose this 8040N, the Swiss-made Ronda 8040N, is because I love all the complications, all the features of this movement, but it's also at the same time very easy to use. Okay, and I also love the movement is entirely made out of metal and it's also repairable. Now, when I say repairable, okay, there are some quartz movement that are made out of plastic. They're not repairable. You see how all the top plate over here, you remove all the screws, and if there's any, for example, this debris inside stuck with the wheels or any wheel that is broken or the pinion is broken, that you can replace and remove. This is where the batteries is a 395. It's absolutely very cool movement, and it's also with 13 jewels. Okay, plastic movement usually don't have any jewels, so I like this. And exhibition case back in an extra feature. Why I want to do this is I think it's such a beautiful movement. It's almost like a mechanical movement, right? So I just want to feature that. I've been doing this for almost 30 years for the exhibition of a quartz movement. And people used to ask me, like, why do you do that? And then now I start seeing a lot of people doing that as well. Cool feature. Screw down the crown, and you see how big the lume is right over here. It's almost like when you charge it up, it looks like a spotlight in the dark. Screw down crown. Make sure you lock the crown. Let me show it to you, just in case somebody never have this on this feature before. Okay. So after that, push and lock. Make sure it's tight. You see there's no gap in between the case and the crown. Fully integrated bracelet. I mean, not bracelets. Fully integrated silicone strap. Very, very comfortable. I'm wearing the 40mm. I love the size. It's never too big. It's never too big. It's because the way I engineered how the watch and the lug is just contour around my wrist. Any small wrist. Okay, this is what I call the navy blue. Is a darker blue. So you might not have seen this with any other Aragon except the Caprice collection, okay? So here's next. Now I'm gonna go through every single color first before I'm gonna model, because someone made a really good feedback. They said, Wayne, can you just please, because so I can give a size perspective. So another story I want to share with you. Earlier this week, I met a gentleman, and he has a very expensive watch with the R, right? With the R in the beginning, and he was wearing a chronograph quartz, and I, because of that, he and I had a little chat, and then he said, I love a big watch, I love a chronograph, I love silicone strap. I said, oh, why silicone strap? It's really interesting, but because majority of people, they always prefer a bracelet. And then he said it was a personal preference to him, and it was a great point. He said, because I can just buy the watch and then I can strap it on, wear it without sizing the bracelet. He can start wearing the watch without taking it to a jeweler or sizing himself. And of course, he said he doesn't know how to do it. So I thought, oh, what a great point. So this falls into his category. But not only that, okay? Not only that, this also has a Swiss-made Ronda 8040N movement. Which, in my opinion, as of now, I think this is one of the most costly quartz chronograph. Okay, I'm just talking about the movement first. I'm sure there are some. I know the Ronda, I used to, we've done it once. I forgot the name of it. It has a lot of features, including the day of the week. That one is more expensive than this one, but this is one of the very expensive movement in the quartz movement industry. Okay, so all right. So this is the navy blue. Let me show it to you. So if it is for me, okay, my 6.5-inch wrist. If anyone asks me for a recommendation, I would say, 6.5, 6.75, or 7. Go for this one. I think it fits me perfectly, and I would wear this all day long. Case is made out of 316L stainless steel. I love the oversized button on this. If you've seen it, you see how large the push buttons here are, and the crown as well. Now, here we go. We made an example so you can order this as well as an add-on. Make sure you order it as an add-on because you're going to save a lot of money. This is the sharp mesh bracelet. Okay, for someone that prefers bracelet. Okay, this is an adjustable sharp mesh bracelet. There are links that you can remove with double screw one on each side. I'm wearing this one. Is the champagne dial. It's absolutely gorgeous with the sharp mesh bracelet. The color, the contrast. Okay, same thing with the navy blue. The way I did it is the contrast between the hands, the hour index, and the dial. You see how the hands are white? You can spot on. I mean, you can see you can read the time immediately, very easily. And then you can also see how what I did with the outline of the RA index, I did it in black. So it's very easy to read the time. And the large window opening of this watch. This is the 48, okay? So I'm going to put on the 44. Very comfortable, very smooth. Because if you see the silicone strap is fully integrated into the lug. Okay. Now, the next one here is, it might look like black, but it's actually, I would say, more like a charcoal. You see how it's really sharp. If you have black dial watches before, try this one. If you're like me, like to wear black dial watches, this charcoal dial is very, very refreshing. But at the same time, you can still very, very easily read the time. The contrast of the white hands. But it's not fully white. It's half, I would say 80% white out, white. And then the center location is in black. It's a very, very good looking watch. I always love to look at a watch from this angle. Slightly tilted where you can see the dial, the elevation of the hands. Really love to look at the watch like that. Okay, here we go. The charcoal. They all come with exhibition case back, and also it's a K1 crystal. Let me peel this off. I know there's a plastic. I always like to do this is the favorite moment when I receive a brand new watch. Like peel off the protective film, and then see how clean the watch, how beautiful the watch is. All right, so 44 charcoal dial on my 6.5-inch wrist. Just love it. Look, this is what we love to do as a watch enthusiast. Turn the watch and look at it this way. Ta-da! Nice. And the last and final, okay, is this what I call the military green. Out of all this is the only one. By the way, if you get the navy blue, the strap might look, it depends on your display, but it's actually a navy blue strap. It's matching color. Really, really nice. And the green, this is nice. I hear you. I'm calling every single color nice because they really are. It's your preference. Which I can wear this easily too. I'm sure you guys know I like a black dial watch, but out of all four of these, and it's no wonder I always see a lot of you guys just buy one of each color. I see it all the time. It's hard to resist. They're all different. So it's hard. So if you look at the watch from different light source or light reflection, you can sometimes see it's like really, really dark green. I'm talking about the dial, not the chapter ring. And then you start seeing with the light reflection, it really changed the personality of the watch. Okay. And this is 48. And the last one I'm going to demonstrate is the 44. Here we go. I got to do this again. Just take this off. If I would buy the 44 millimeter, definitely for me, with this collection right here. Okay. All right. Make sure you stay the next 5-10 seconds to look at the loom shot. If I didn't say it, this is water resistant to 200 meters. Okay. Screw down crown. The thickness is approximately 15 millimeter or a little less, like 14.95, but we just call it at 15 millimeter. All right, so thanks so much, all the watch enthusiasts out there supporting the ARAGON brand. And this watch is like no other. Wait till you find out the intro price of this watch. It'll blow your mind away. Because if you know watches, usually 8040N Okay, Swiss made 8040N movement, a watch with this movement. It's gonna cost hundreds and hundreds of dollars. But wait till you see the intro price of this. It's gonna blow your mind away. All right, guys. I'll see you next time.